Alright, this is Calibos, and we are theoretically playing Project Ozone 3. So I've gone ahead and I've reduced the time from 10 seconds on these to 7 seconds because the pool is full and it looks like we should be able to manage it. So we'll see how that goes. I have not really done anything much else. In fact, I just kind of like logged in and did that. I'm scared of those. Nobody needs it anyway. So when we last left off, we had just set up all of this, left everything processing. These are all kind of doing their thing. Now we should just be able to put stuff into this chest and get what we want. So next step, we're going to need to be able to make fluics on demand. So it's not really hard, I guess. We need what? Nether quartz? How much nether quartz do we have? Not a lot of nether quartz left. Okay. So, okay, yeah, this doesn't have any channels because none of that is connected. I think we've actually like completed the that's Britannia stuff, which needed the catalysts. So we basically have this kind of going. I'm going to skip back to the Britannia stuff really quick. Oh wait, before we do that, let's look into let's make a wireless crafting terminal, which is going to need a couple of things. So we'll make a wireless terminal. So we need a fluix pearl. So we're just going to need to... Oh, weird. That's cool. We can just straight up make it. But, we lose value doing that. Because it doubles if we do it the other way. How about fluix dust? Oh, we've got some of the pure flux already. Okay, for the moment, let's kind of consolidate all of these. And let's take... let's get some of the flux crystals and grind them down. going there. Alright, so this gives us the flux dust that we need. So that gives us the flux pearl. Now we're going to probably need a couple of this. We're going to go wireless. We're going to need this. We're going to need a terminal. We're going to need a dense energy cell. So it means we're probably going to need a couple of these. Alright, let's grab that. And we'll grab this. Terminal. Quartz glass. 1, 2. Alright, so that should give us that. We can go ahead and take all of these things. Drop it. I really need to get into having slightly more storage space. Up to and including, wait, didn't I? What do we need for a drive? Because I don't think that we made a drive yet. Is it those? Oh, it's the diamond ones. I knew that. Alright, that gives us a drive. And then we can go ahead and pop that down basically anywhere. So this is going to be both good and bad for us. Let's pop it there. We're going to need, let's chuck that in there. Just have those made. Make sure we don't have anything else sitting around that can just be crafted. Alright. So we have a drive bay. What we need are drives to put in it. And we're just going to try and skip right past the 1K stuff, because we're going to need a lot. So 1K is going to be like so, and we're going to need a bunch of redstone, a bunch of certus quartz, and logic. So looking at that, the 4Ks are going to require calculation processors. And then the 16K, which is pretty much the minimum I'm willing to settle for, is more calculation processors. Alright, so that gives us 4, which is generally not enough. So that gives us 27. So we're going to use these to make the 4Ks. Two, 3, 5, 6. Alright, so we're going to need more of these. Alright, so that's 7, 8, 9. So with the 4Ks, we're going to go from here to the 16s. And I'm pretty much planning on having 3 16s at least for now. So that's that. Now we need to go ahead and convert these to drives. And we're going to begin storing these. So what this is going to do for us is this gives us 16,000 of 63 different items, which is going to fill up super fast. But it should stack much better than we have with the other things. So now, yeah, see, I knew that was going to fill up pretty quick. Now we still want to have a priority of. Let's go ahead and try and do it from the top. So we'll break this really quick. Priority, we want it to always try to go for that first before it tries to store it into the drive. Yeah, you can see just exactly how fast those filled up. It does give us a lot more space though. And they're gonna continue to fill. Alright, so we have that now. Let's look into... You know, honestly, we may simply need to make more just to keep ahead of the curve. So let's kill that. So let's make some more 1Ks. Like so. We'll take that and we'll put that back in here. I mean, honestly, we're gonna just need to make a bunch more logic processors anyway, so let's go ahead and make some gold. And we'll get that started. So over time, this will automatically get converted because it's going to pump the gold into this one, and then as it makes them, it's going to start throwing them into the various inscribers. Now these are not specifically set, so it'll throw it into whatever is first and then emptiest. I mean, we can round robin it to just kind of like go where it needs to go. So one of the things that makes these things cooler is you can make you can make speed upgrades for them so that they'll go faster, and you can't do that for the other ones. So we have the 1K storage components. Let's see if we can toss this in the system. Nope. As this goes, we'll be able to toss more and more things in the system. It's just a matter of figuring out what those are. These are actually the Ender IO capacitors. They're going to be our biggest problem. I mean, because they do not stack. They absolutely don't. And so they're awful. And one of the things that I prefer about refined storage is, you know, it doesn't cause as much of a hassle when you have like 1,000 things that don't stack. I don't know if it's in here. No. So I wish there was a filter for, you know, one-off items. There's not. But yeah, these are a big problem. All right, so let's take this up the chain. I mean, as far as we can. We're gonna run into some problems, but Cirrus quartz dust and some glass. And I need to empty some stuff. So let's get rid of that. Alright. Glass is going to be over there. Ooh. I cannot wait until we have this all connected. Okay, so that will give us a little bit more flexibility as far as this goes. Hold on. Yep, sorry. Oh, jeez. I'm great with those. So this should empty quite a lot of what's in our things here. I may still leave them there as sorting and overflow. So let's go ahead and chuck some of this stuff in here so it has a space. Yeah, see how fast this fills up? But yeah, the overflow on these is huge. What I might end up doing is changing the way that it's storing. So changing these from import buses to storage buses. Oh my gosh. And then now we need these, which are going to require that. So we're going to need to make some of these. Alright, so we take this, take that, makes that a storage bus. We get a Certus course wrench. And then we just pop that off and do that. We'll make this a priority of 500. I don't know, let's just make the priority standard. But now everything that's in there is in the system. So we're going to need to adjust this slightly, and we'll go ahead and do that for now. We want an export bus. So we'll want one of these, we'll want these, we'll want that, we'll want that, we'll want that. So we're looking at expansion cards or capacity cards. Capacity cards require basic cards, which are not super challenging to build. So what these do, is if we look in our import bus here, so this imports from the system, and we place an export bus on, say, this side, for example. We'll notice that only has room to export one thing, but every time we put in a card, you'll now see that it has added 4 additional slots, and if we put in a second one, it's 9 slots. So we can go ahead and tell it that this is what we want to export. And then we can drop a cable. Smirt cable. And connect it up, which adds another channel. So that should go up to 7 in a second. What? Six channels. Weird. I have no idea where my export bus went. Let's not do it there, let's do it here. Okay, well, guess who just lost an export bus? Huh. I have no idea where it went. So, export bus. We need some logic processors. Gives us some of those. Export bus. Let's try this again. How is it missing a channel? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. I do not know why this is missing a channel, but I will have to look into it. We've gone seriously over because of it. We're at 7 minutes over, so enjoy the extra time. I'm gonna play with this and see what I can work out. But we will absolutely need a way to export bags into the bag opener from the ME system, because I'm not interested in filtering stuff in that way. I guess I could, but we'll go ahead and call it here. So I hope you liked the episode. If you did, leave a like. If you don't. You know what happened to my export bus? You know, tell me. Questions, comments, concerns could all go below. You folks have a great night.